everyone, Shabby Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of the Gibraltar Challenge, the last episode of our second season. And oh my god, you can see that, can't you? You can definitely see exactly what is on the screen in front of you. Lincoln Red Imps have defeated Europa FC, and that has really put the ball in our court now. We've got 3 games left, and we have 4 points at the top of the table. We win 2 of those 3 games, we have won the league. No questions asked. All 3 games are going to be in this episode, and I hope you guys are excited as I am, because I am really, really excited for this. What have I got in there for? I'm really excited for this. So it's going to be another 2 weeks for our next game, so I'm going to skip the whole way there, and I'll see you in a few seconds. And to make it even easier, here is Europa FC's next game. They've drew 0-0 with bottom of the league Glasses United. Their season has really fallen apart. Let's have a quick look at the schedule. Look at their last few games. They've drawn, lost. Obviously, just ignore when they beat us 5-1. Drew and lost. That's their last few games. They've completely thrown this league away now. They are 3 points behind, and we have a game in hand. We only need to win. If we win 2 games, then we're guaranteed. But we probably need to win one and draw one of those last 3. We can win, draw, and lose now, and probably still don't win the league. So that's amazing. Let's get straight into our game against Lynx, which hopefully is going to almost clinch it for us. And here we are. And of course, we are favourites. It says here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we need to win one and draw one. If Europa Point win this, they're 1 point away from becoming First Division champions. That's so good. I can't believe how well this has gone. I was thinking a couple of episodes ago, I was thinking the league was completely out of our grasp, but now all of a sudden it's firmly in our hands, and all we need to do is win 2 of our last 3 games, which shouldn't be too difficult. Let's have a quick look at the teams. Right, they're playing a bit more attacking than some of the other teams in the league. They've got 3 players up front. It does leave a bit of space back here unless Doherty and Diani get back, which is going to be good for the likes of Tony Ball and Montegriffo to use this space. Team-wise, we're very much unchanged. Defence and goalkeeper unchanged. And we brought Lewis Stevens back in. We're going to drop Frank Evans to the bench for a game just to give him a little bit of a rest. Don't want to burn him out. And I think it's important to give Stevens some match as well, because look at them stats. He's a fantastic midfielder. And we brought Cortez in up front alongside Michael Luke, who did score finally in the last game, breaking his goal duck. But let's see how we get on. So again, we're going to try and just completely take their striker out of the game. That's going to be the key, I think. And we're going to tell everyone that we could potentially go 1 point away from clinching the title here. That seemed to have motivated a few of them. Let's see if it motivates them on the pitch. That's going to be the big one. This episode is going to be so amazing, I think. I'm saying that now. You watch this be my really bad final last words. You watch it ended up just crashing down around us. But Joseph's got the free kick. We've scored from a few of these so far this season. Joseph with the ball in. It's Cortez at the back post. It's going to come back out to Joseph, is it? No, Joseph completely just gets lost. And now they're on the break. Bezares, Castagno coming forward. This is a worry. We don't want to concede here. There's the cross. It's a good cross. And Doherty scored after 5 minutes and Lynx lead us. Oh, that was terrible. What happened there? Joseph, terrible defending. He played the ball in, and for some reason he just completely ignored it and ran in a different direction to where it was. And we've been hit on the break early on in the game. And there's me worrying now that I could have made a complete fool of myself. We only need 4 points from our last 3 games. But I'd rather get them 4 points in the next 2 games to be sure. Tony Ball does have a free kick, plays it in. It's going to come back out to Tony Ball. Plays it into Lewis Stevens. Come on, ref, he's been taken out on the outside. And they're on the break again. Oh, good tackle. Ashley Riley back to Tristan Sargent. Over the top, finds Montegriffo, but it's been headed out for a throw-in. What is going on here? We're not having the best of games, but why? That we should be really going for it here. We know the league is firmly in our grasp. A win here, we can almost start celebrating. We can book the party with a win here. A loss here, and it might get a little bit scary. I'm not going to lie. We're 4 points up with a game in hand at the moment. Morandi plays it forward. Cooper tackles, but Joseph, good defensive ball, and it's come out to Michael Luke. who comes forward with it. Come on, lads, we need an equaliser here. Michael, what on earth is that? Michael Luke, what was that? You've got a finishing of 15 and a composure of 11. You're one of our best strikers on the pitch. And you nearly hit the corner flag from a shot. And again, we're being hassled again. Hopefully we can take the ball off them and get an attack of ourselves. It's difficult to see sometimes when these attacks happen. Doherty, there's the cross. Oh God. What is going on? Why have we folded all of a sudden? Why have we folded? Let's go to a more structured style of play. The assistant manager did suggest a structured style of play, and it might be worth it because we're just getting caught out here. We really are. There's a second goal for Adnet. So we need to do something here. I just can't understand how we're 2-0 down, and they're attacking us again. We can't concede again. This is going to get embarrassing. We're going to have to write this game off soon. Albizu plays it back to Bennett. We've not had a lot of great comebacks so far in this career. It's been a case of if we lead, we win. If we... Oh, God. McDonald, good save, McDonald. It could have been terrible for us then. It could have been 3-0 already. They do have a corner, though. It's taken in by Albizu. Headed clear by Stevens. Come on, Montegrifo, get a hold of it. Oh, it's Diani with a shot and Callum McDonald saves it. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Diani with a big ball in. Headed clear by Cooper. Cortez out to Michael Luke. Good tackle, but it's gone to no one. Santos. Right, McDonald picks it up. We don't want to get caught out here. 2-0 down is terrible after 25 minutes. We've got enough time to get back into this. We really have. Cooper heads it forward. It's Morandi though and Castagna. Why are we playing so badly in this one? I just don't understand where this performance has come from. Castagna to Albizu. This is going to be touch and go here, you know. It's like the game is trying to make it suspenseful by making it go to the last match of the season. It could do at this rate. Oh my God. Oh, it's off the cross, but oh God. Why? What is the... What? Just what? That's his 4th goal of the season. How has he scored 2 of them today? I just do not understand what is going on here. The only players we've taken out is Hulk and Tristan Sargent. How has that affected the team so much? I cannot understand it. We're going to have to fiddle with some... I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do here. What here is affecting us? Why are we working the ball into box? Let's look for the overlap as normal. I'm sure someone's changing this. I'm not changing this. We don't want to do direct passing because that's just not a good idea. I'm not... Why does this keep changing? I'm not doing it. I mean, it's not going through the assistant either. Because I reject everything the assistant says now. Because I like the tactics myself. And it still keeps changing. Albizu brings the ball forward. We don't want to concede a bloody forfeit. We really don't. So we want to try and play the ball out wide. Because it's important to try and get the likes of Evans and Ball and Montegrifo on the ball. They're the guys that are going to... Those are the guys that are really going to get us the assists. Get the ball into the box. But 3-0 down at half-time. It's not looking very good at all, really. If we can come back and get a draw here, it'd be fantastic. But at the moment, it's not looking likely. Morandi plays it forward to Albizu. And it's taken off him by Cooper. And this is just despicable. I don't know what's happened to this team. They had a fantastic game last game. They're so hit and miss. I don't know if that's a problem with being a semi-professional team or something like that. You just haven't got the professionalism or anything like that. I don't know what it is. It's be a massive moment for them because they haven't won the league. I don't know if ever or it's just in a very, very long time. Of course, Lincoln Redim's dominated the league for 15 years before we started this game. Europa FC won the league last season. And now it's an opportunity for us to take control of Gibraltar if only for a season. But yeah, I'm just worried about what's going on here. Headed clear by Cook, Stevens, now Tony Ball. If we can get a goal before half-time, 3-1 is not as bad as 3-0. But it's not even a good ball by Ball. Bennett picks it up, plays it back to the goalkeeper, Wood. And they're going to play out from defence like that. It's got to press them. I've got a pressing game on. It's tricky to see what's going wrong. It really is. We might need to change shape, maybe. Oh, they're through again. It's Doherty. It's 4-0. It's 4-0. It's not even half-time. Why? What has happened? We've kept the same formation that's been winning. We've kept the majority of the same players. Why are we doing so badly tonight? We're going to have to write this game off and come back. And we're going to have to win the next 2 games of the season against Glasses United and, of course, Man 62. Our big bogey team, Man 62, have defeated us twice so far this season. But we have been firmly hammered here by Lynx. We really have. So I'm going to go out aggressively and say that is disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. You're letting yourselves down. You really are, the whole lot of you. But you're all motivated now. We're going to keep you on the pitch, and hopefully you might... We'll keep you on the pitch for about 15 minutes, and I want to see an instant reaction. We can still win this one 5-4. We're not going to, but we can. I know Tristan Sargent, it's a Frank Evans we've dropped, isn't it, for this game? Maybe Frank Evans is a really massive part of the game we didn't even realise. Maybe this is why my things keep changing, because I keep hitting change on these without even actually reading them. Right, so we're at 50, coming up now. We do have a corner. Tristan Sargent to take the corner. Ball comes into the back post to Cook. Comes across to Cooper. We just can't seem to get the ball in the back of the net, can we? Got another corner. It's going to be taken again by Tristan Sargent. And it's saved by the keeper. We're just not doing very well here at all. It's time to spice things up, I think. I don't know quite what to do, though. I don't know quite what to do. I'm thinking bringing on Hulk is going to be the best bet. I'm thinking Hulk for Riley. And do that. Then Remarino for Joseph. And do that. And then maybe we're just going to have to try and go a bit more attacking. See if we can do well just by attacking a lot more in this game. It could work, you never know. You never know. But at the end they were losing 4-0. We've got to try something. We have to try something. So this is either going to make or break us, I suppose. We're going to go more fluid and we're going to go attacking. Let's see what we can do. Stuart Cook is not having a very good game at all. But then again, defenders losing 4-0 are not going to be having a very good game, I suppose. It's headed clear by Remarino. We need to get that ball. We need to break. We need to get a goal. Because if we can get a draw in this one, we only need 4 points to win the league. A draw in this one means we've just got to win one of our last 2 games. We can lose the other one. I'm just worried about that match against Man United. Oh, Man 60. Oh, God, it's 5-0. Why? Why has this team completely folded in half like a cheap napkin? What is going on? It's disgustingly bad. And I'm worried. I'm really worried now we're going to throw the league away. It could be so embarrassing for us if we throw the league away from this position. We've been given all the luck with some of the results that Europa FC have had to throw the league away now. We only need 4 points in our last 2 games. It's still very, very doable, but after this result and this performance, I'm worried. I really am. I'm petrified that we're going to end up making a fool of ourselves and losing the league from this position. It's so important for our growth as well as a team to get in that Champions League as soon as we can and try and get a bit of money from it, get our reputation up, buy some bigger and more impressive players maybe, bring a few players in from across Europe just to boost our squad up. Of course, try and keep the majority of Gibraltarian players to help boost the nation up as well, but it's going to be pretty difficult at this rate. As they're through again, and thankfully Diani just screws it wide. We might as well go to contain. Now we don't want to concede any more goals, just in case it does end up dropping down to goal difference, which is a possibility. We're still 3 goals ahead of Europa FC. Sargent is now on the ball. We're going to bring on Chima in place of Stuart Cook, who's had an awful game. But then again, everyone's had an awful game. We've lost quite convincingly. Will Stevens plays the ball forward. It's Michael Luke who's on the break. Can we get a consolation here? And it might be very important if we do get a goal here. It could, like I say, come back to help us on goal difference. So even though losing 5-1 doesn't seem much difference to losing 5-0, that one goal can make all the difference. Tristan Sargent does put it in the back of the net. Come back on, maybe come back. We need 4 more goals. It's possible. It's not possible, is it? But like I said, that goal could be very, very important to us actually winning the league. You never know. It's a great goal by Tristan Sargent. Well, he's scored a few of those now this season. He's getting more and more increasingly likely to do so. And he's got an 8.3. A match we're losing 5-1, he's got an 8.3 rating. That's pretty impressive. As they're coming out at us again, I'd like to just get the final whistle blown in and finish this match off. Then again, a 5-2 would be even better, but Chima heads it clear up to Will Stevens. Will Stevens sees the run there of Cortez. Not necessarily a great ball, puts Cortez a bit wider than he wanted to be, but he plays it back into Monty Griffo. Monty Griffo into Tristan Sargent. Tristan Sargent into Hulk. Hulk sees the run of Michael Luke, and Michael Luke sees the near post, but the keeper, Wood, saves it. And we almost had a second one back there. But referee, just blow the whistle. Let's just get this over and done with, and let's hit our next 2 games with full force. We've got Glasses United, and we have got Man 62. If we get 4 points from those 2 games, we've won the Gibraltarian First Division in our first try. We're going to go aggressive and say that was awful, because it was terrible. Man of the match, of course, is going to be one of their players. So we're still 3 points at the top of the table with 2 games left. Like I say, 4 points guarantees it, and that's if Europa FC, of course, win both of their games. But let's get straight into our next game. I think it's against Glasses United, so hopefully we should get the victory. So bad news, as you can see on your screen there, Europa FC have lost, but it was the Gibraltar Rock Cup semi-final. So this means basically now it's between us and Europa FC for a Champions League spot. The Europa League spot is going to either go to Angels or the other team that's left in the competition, which is, I have no idea. But it's not going to be for second place like we were hoping. So we have to win the league now to get that Champions League spot. I tell you what, this game is just really trying to help us out here. It really is trying to help us out. Europa FC in their next game, they've only gone and drawn 1-1 with St. Joseph's. So that, again, is just really pushed it in our favour. We're now 2 points ahead with 2 games left. So, basically, a draw in this game could win us the league by goal difference. But a win in this next game, we need 1 win in the next 2 games to guarantee us the league. And hopefully it's going to come against bottom team Glasses United. But I'm so nervous right now. I really am really nervous. And it sounds so sad to be nervous over a computer game. But I've really been enjoying this career mode so far. And I hope you guys are as well. And this really could be a crowning point for us. A real starting point to really push on and see how good we can get. But let's get into that game against Glasses United right now. And here it is. The most important game in our career so far as the manager of Europa Point here in Gibraltar. A win here gets us the championship. A win against the bottom placed team who are fighting for survival here. There's a chance they can still survive. A win here would take them out of the relegation zone, so they're really going to be fighting for it. But a win here wins us the league, and that's all I care about at the moment. Team-wise, we've brought back in Frank Evans. Apart from that, we've got Hulk and Luke still up front. Cortez stays on the bench, because I think Luke, like I said, is one of our best strikers, if not our best striker at the team. He's just not in form. So I really want to continue having him there. I think he's good for us. Joseph back at left back. Cooper and Cook. Cook keeps his place in the middle, even though he's not had the best of games of recent. Monty Griffo still on the left. It's a pretty strong team, and I'm hoping it's a team that's going to win us the league here. We're going to, again, try and just block their striker out of this game. Really just take him out of it. We've got probably our strongest team out that we can possibly can at the moment. This is a big match, even bigger for the supporters, so give them a good performance. Let's tell them that we believe in them. That's going to be the key. We believe in them. The fans believe in them. And we could get a Champions League spot for next year. We might get knocked out in the first... We probably will get knocked out in the first qualifying round. But at least we've been there. We might have got a bit of extra money from it. Boosted our reputation. And we can start to grow. Really need to win the league from year on year on year. It's going to make it better and better for us. So here we are on the attack in the 5th minute straight away. Tony Ball plays it across to Frank Evans. Evans sees Hulk. Oh, it's a great save by Garcia. It could have been the start we were all hoping for. It could still be, though, as Joseph with a corner plays it in. Oh, it's headed over the top by Morgan for another corner. Joseph to take it again. Another good delivery. And again, it's going to go out for another corner. We're piling on the pressure. We need to take advantage of it. Joseph with the 3rd corner of the match. And we're only 6 minutes in. And it's headed clear by Ruseka. Back out to Joseph. Plays the ball across. It's headed clear by Albiera. It's come out to Ashley Riley. Because Joseph's taken the corners, it does leave us very open at the back. Come on, Montegriffo plays it out wide to Joseph. And we continue on with the attack. A win here guarantees us the league. A draw here might end up being enough by goal difference. Of course, we do have to play Man 62 as well still. So we could draw the last 2 games of the season and still win the league. We've got that now, but 3 points here would just really just confirm it for us. I'm playing against the bottom team in the league as well. It's going to be important. We've lost our previous 2 matches against Man 62 so far this season. So we don't want to have to depend on beating them in the last game. So Hulk is offside. So how is the game going then? That's overview. We don't want that match stats. What we want. We've got more possession, but they've had more shots than we have. So that's a little bit worrying. We've not had any. We've had 1 highlight so far before half time, which is not great. Oh, we're going to get another one just before half time. Be a great time to score if we can. Sargent. It's Cook. Oh, Cook nearly scored. He had a bad match in the last game. We've kept faith in him, and he nearly got the goal for us from that corner. But we're going to go in half time at 0-0. Let's continue on, as suggested, by trying to boost people up, and then let's give them some more. Let's give them some more belief. Let's give these. You could be the difference for us, and striker-wise as well. You can make the difference. I know you're capable. Everyone's happy. It just takes 1 goal, guys. 1 goal to win this game, and you will all be the champions. Come on. Come on, Sargent. Forward to Tony Ball. We're going to get the goal straight away. Tony Ball, no, it's caught by Garcia. The cross wasn't the best of crosses. But it's encouraging. It is encouraging. We're back up the same amount of shots as them now. That's good. They're getting a bit more possession now, though. So we're at 60 minutes. So we're going to bring on Cortez. And I'm thinking of taking off Tony Ball for Frank Evans in the middle. Bringing on Lewis Stevens. Let's see if those 2 substitutes will make any difference for us. I know we always look really strong when Frank Evans is out wide. I think he's better out wide, but I really want to try and incorporate Tony Ball into the games a bit more. Lewis Stevens, like I said, is going to be a great player for us in the next few years. I'm thinking he's actually pretty much there to play for his first team now. Looks like he's going to get a lot of assists. And what can we do to try and spark this game into life? I don't want to risk too much and end up losing another goal. There's 10 minutes left. And Callum McDonald with a goal kick. Can we get the goal? Hulk heads it on. It's picked up by Morgan. Plays it back to Garcia, the goalkeeper. We do not want to concede right now. That's the last thing we want to do. That would be really detrimental. Garcia with the ball forward. Oh, well, you ducked underneath that. Sempier comes forward. Crosses the ball in, and Cooper, thank God for Cooper. He was there to clear the ball out, and as far as Gomez back into Sempier, and again, oh no. Oh, great save, Callum McDonald. Great save. God, you're really not making this easy for yourselves, are you? Come on. Come on, there's only 5 minutes left. Can we steal a win? We do not want to lose right now. Do not want to lose. A draw might be enough on goal difference to win us the league. Oh my god, he's at the post. Come on, Cooper, come on. On the breakaway, Cooper, massive ball up. Oh, but it's picked up by their defender. So if we hold on to this, which looks like we are going to hold on to this, I'm not happy at all. How have we lost? Have we lost against Lions 5-1? And we're now drawing against the team rock solid bottom of the league. I can't understand it. Evans with a cross. Hulk's there, back post. Let's come back out to Monty Griffo. Get in the box, Monty. Boateng picks up as a 0-0 draw, which I'm not happy about. But it might just be enough. So I'm disappointed. That's not an acceptable result. We are 3 points at the top of the table with 4 goals ahead of Europa Point with a game in hand. Sorry, with equal games now. So if we both lose, no, if we lose and they win, we might still win on goal difference. But if we get a draw against Man 62, we've won the league. Simple as. So let's get straight into that game. I'm really just dreading it now. We've lost 2 games this season to Man 62, and we do not want to lose another one. Okay. You can see that, can't you, really? You can see the match that kicked off at 6 o'clock in the evening, where Lynx defeated Europa FC 3-0. You know what that means, don't you? You know what that means. That means it doesn't even matter what happens now. We've won the league! We can do whatever we like against Man 62. It doesn't matter. Because there's the league table. We're 2 points at the top with a game in hand. We've already won. We've won. Let's have a look at the news. Gibraltar United have been relegated, gutted. But let's there we go. Europa Point win the first division. Oh my god. That is incredible. I was not expecting this at all. I thought we'd get here. I thought we'd have a couple of seasons of just floating around mid-table. And here we are, winning the league in our second season. We're in the Champions League as well. We're in the Champions League qualifiers. That's fantastic. And look, they gave me a wage budget of £6,000 for next season. It's higher than what we got this year. Fans celebrate as they would do. We just won the Gibraltarian First Division. The board are ecstatic, and look at that confidence now is right up there, 98%. We're more or less untouchable. And Frank Evans, one of my favourite players of this club, has expressed his joy and praise for us as well, and as he should do. He's, I think we're actually one of his favourite personnel. We brought him through here. Yeah, there we are, one of his favourite personnel, and that's absolutely fantastic. So let's get into our last game of the season. Let's give the fans what they want to see. We've won the league already, but let's go out in style. And here we have our third and final match of the season. A season where we've already won the league, so this is just going to be a match just to finish things off. Have made wholesale changes to the team. We've got a chance to see some of our other players who've not had a lot of chance so far this season. So that's going to be pretty interesting. We're not the favourites for this one. Man 62 are the favourites. Of course, they have defeated us twice this season already. That may be why. So let's have a quick look at the team. As you can see, you probably don't recognise the majority of these names. In goal, we're going to have Jose Garcia Neto, who is a young player. We've not used him so much so far. The game reckons to have a really good potential ability, but whether he'll reach that, I'm not sure. But we got him at the moment just as a goalkeeper for our reserves. We're going to play Miller at left back, Adam Miller, a player who came through our academy this year. Again, this is going to be his debut. Looks like a pretty decent player though. In the middle, we're going to play Matt Maguire. Again, a very good player to come through our academy this year. The game actually rates him as a decent player for the team already and a good potential ability as well. We've got Cook staying in at centre-back, Stuart Cook. I think he's going to be a player that plays a lot more for us next year. And alongside him, we've got Matindo back at right-back. A player who's struggling a bit. I'm not sure if he's going to make it into the next season. On the left-hand side, we've got Lewis Roberts. Again, a player who came through the academy this year. Looks like a decent player. We'll see what we can get out of him. In the middle, we've got a guy called Nigel Johnson. Again, another good young player that came through the academy. Alongside him, we're sticking with Lewis Stevens. A really good player. I think the best player to come through our academy this year. On the right-hand side, we're going to play Antonio Jimenez Benitez. A player we started the game with, but I've not used him at all, I don't think, as yet. Did he have any games last season? No, he played no games last season either. So this is his debut. See how he gets on. Up front, we've got Jack Peachman back in. He was looking like a pretty decent player as well. Another striker. And of course, alongside him, Michael Luke, who we really want to see score some more goals. So let's get straight into this one. If we don't win, it's not a major problem. Because we've already won the league. Doesn't really matter, to tell the truth. But it'd be nice to finish the season with a win. But I'm not assuming we are going to win because, like I say, as you can see there, quite a lot of debuts and a few people that have not played before as well. So, of course, debuts are. There's a few debuts and quite a few people that have not been first choice this season. So it's great to see some more of them. So let's see how they all get on. It might just be the kick up the backside some of our more established players need, because we know some of our more established players have been really letting us down the last few weeks. We've had to win the league by Europa FC failing. We've not won the league because we've done well. And that's the thing that I want to change next season. When we win the league again next year, and I'm saying when because it's a guarantee of this next year, I'm sure. When we win the league next year, we want to do it by our own good results, not by other teams failing. And there we go. There's the first goal of the game. Jimenez Benitez, great cross. And Jack Peachman plays it into the back of the net. And maybe there's a few of these players that I've not really given a fair chance to, because that was a really good goal. 6 minutes in. It'd be lovely to win the league by quite a few points as well. Michael Luke with the ball out to Jimenez Benitez. First time cross. And Peachman found it right into the bottom of the corner. So, great start. Can we continue on like this? And I was terrified coming into this episode. Well, I was really confident when we started the episode, as you could probably tell. I was saying we were going to win the league in the first 2 games and all that sort of stuff. And we have won the league in the first 2 games, but not because we've played well, but because Europa FC haven't won it. Whoa. Oliveira gets the equaliser. Europa FC have not won a game in the league now for about 8 or 9 games, which has really just handed us the title, even though we've been awful ourselves. And I must admit, the collection of players we've got here are, if you excuse my French, a bunch of twits. Basically, I've been to them before the last 2 games, and we've had a team meeting because obviously we're close to win the league. I said to them before the match against Lynx, I said we need 1 win to guarantee the trophy, go out there and win it for us. And they all came back with lowered morale, saying we weren't expected to win the league, why can't we be happy with what we've got? Which just shows the lack of ambition by the players we've got in the team. And the same thing happened before the last game as well. We said, no, before this game, sorry, we came in and I said to them in the meeting, we need 1 more point to clinch the championship. Go up there and get what you deserve. And they came back and said the same thing. We weren't expecting to win the league this year, why can't we be happy with what we've got? You need a draw in this last game to guarantee the championship. What can be going through your mind when you go, yeah, we could get a draw and win the championship, but I'm happy finishing second. I don't understand it. So hopefully we can sort of, if the expectation's higher next year and we're expected to go forward and win the league again, that might give them the kick at the backside they need. And again, the Jimenez Benitez Peachman link down that right hand side has given us a second goal of the game. Jack Peachman and Jimenez Benitez, he's got really good stats. I've not played him a single time so far in this career mode. We've had him since the beginning of the game, and now he's starting to prove to me that he might have been a very good asset to us if we'd used him beforehand. I think we're going to have to train him as more of a right midfielder, because at the moment he is an attacking right midfield, but he's still working quite well in that position. I think we might have to use him a bit more next season. I don't know what we're looking like transfer-wise so far. We made a couple, like I said, and Peachman was on his hat-trick there in 26 minutes. That could have been possible. Made a couple of transfers already, like I said. We're going to find out who they're going to be at the end of. Of course, what we'll do is we'll do the same as we did last season. We'll have a quick episode after this as just a season review. We'll go through the league. We'll look at all the stats and all that sort of thing. And we'll look where we might be able to improve next season. And then we'll have a season preview once I've done all the transfers as well. And there's a goal. And again, it's Johnson with a goal. And some of these young players really proving to me that they should have been given the opportunity maybe earlier in the season when some of our better players, in inverted commas, were not playing so well. And there's a goal then. That's Johnson. It was Roberts with the corner kick. So we're doing really well here. We've not beaten Man 62 so far this season. They've really hammered us in every single match we've had against them. But we're really bringing it on here today. I think just freshening up the team has really made a huge difference. Let's tell them we're very, very pleased with their performance. And continue onwards. Is there going to be any more goals in the second half? I'm hoping so. There's a few players in this team that will get a lot more football next year. Of course, Will Stevens and Cook at centre-back as well. Looks like he's a very good player. So both of those will get a lot more football next year. Matt Maguire's a very good defender as well. Michael Luke, of course, will play a lot more next year. Jack Peachman, I'm thinking we're gonna get rid of Casquero. We've not really used him as much as I thought we were going to this year. He was one of our big signings in the summer as well. But I think Peachman looks like a very good player, so we might be able to let Casquero go, and we'll just have Hulk, Peachman, Cortez, and Michael Luke as our 4 strikers, which I think will be enough, really. Don't know if it's worth bringing anyone off the bench. Let's have a quick look at the league table just to see all of us in our glory. 5 points at the top of the table, and not only have Europa FC done so badly to not win the league, they've actually dropped down to 3rd position as well. So they're going to really affect them. Maybe we can steal some of their best players in the summer. I know that we can make offers to a couple of their big players, but I wasn't sure if I really wanted to go for them because I don't really want to take away from some of the Gibraltarian players we've got in our first team squad at the moment. Because I want to make sure the Gibraltarian players are the ones that are really going to advance, because that's the key of this objective of this save, is to make Gibraltar a strong nation, not only Europa Point a strong team. But we've got 10 minutes left. We're still winning 3-1. I think we'll just let the game run. No point in making any substitutions, I don't think. We're not going to worry about injuries because we're going to have another 3 or 4 months before we play our next game anyway. Cook heads it clear, only as far as Oliveira heads it back up to Lopez. Lopez back to Francis. And I think the thing that will make us really strong is if we can become a professional team. But we're going to need quite a bit of money coming in to become a professional team. We're going to need to be becoming stronger in the Champions League as well to become a professional team. That might take a couple more seasons. We might need to win the league in both those seasons as well to become a professional side. And that's 3-2 now. I know we don't need to, but let's just contain and go highly structured. We might as well hold out for the victory. It's worth doing. It's a good goal there by Sampier. And are we finally going to beat Man 62 this season? They've defeated us twice so far. They've contributed to 2 of our 6 defeats in the league. If we'd done better in those 2 games, we would have won the league weeks and weeks ago. Garcia Naito with a big long kick out. Headed back by Sampier to Lopez. Is the referee going to blow that whistle? Come on, referee, blow the whistle. There it is. 3-2 victory in the last day of the season. The league has been won. We've finished it in style. Everybody's now up to superb morale, as they should be. Well done, lads. That's a very good win. Some great debuts as well. A great debut for Antonio Jimenez Benitez, a player I think we're going to use a bit more of next year because he actually looks pretty damn good stat-wise. Good flair, determination, decisions, good crossing, dribbling, first touch, acceleration, pace. Down that wing, he looks like he's going to be a very good player, actually. He's developed quite well over the last couple of years for us. He's played 20 reserve games for us, and that's his first team game. Yeah, I think he's going to be a good asset for us next year. Jack Peachman with his 2 goals as well. It's looking very good. There's the final finish of the league. We win by 5 points over Lincoln Red Imps. It's going fantastic. Like I said, we'll go into all the stats in a little episode after this. There'll be a season review. We'll go through all the stats and we'll go through the leagues. We'll see who's been relegated, who's been promoted. And then, of course, I'll do all the summer transfer window and everything like that. And we'll come back for a season preview as well. So I'm going to try and get the review uploaded for you probably straight after this episode rather than waiting a couple of days like I normally do. So keep an eye out for that. And, of course, subscribe and you'll get a nice little buzz when it has happened. And, of course, if you could like this video as well, that'd be absolutely fantastic for me. It does make the video easier for other people to find and then helps to grow the channel, really, and let other people know that I'm around. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.